Hello everybody and welcome back to Skip Allen Paints. This is a series of videos about what's new in Painter X3. This one is fabulous. Okay, check this out. You come over to your tool bar and here you have Perspective Guides. Click on Perspective Guides and you come up here and you can click on this. This is the Perspective Guides property bar, and click on this little Enable Perspective Guides, and voila, something pops up on screen. Now, you also have presets, and what I'm going to do is start with the 1 point standard horizon. Now, it's hard to see these things here, so what I'm going to do is increase the opacity for each one of these. So the first thing is I opened up the primary lines, which are in green, and they're at a 50% opacity, so we can see those. The next one is the horizon line, and it's at 50% opacity, and it's the red one. I'm going to change the color here to something that we can see a little better and that will be different from the rest of the colors. And I think, I'm not really sure which one, but let's go with this sort of lavendery color. And then I'm going to increase the opacity of that to about 50% as well. Now, I probably wouldn't work with them this strong normally, but I need to, for you to be able to see them on the video. Now, we also have density here, which is 20%. This is density of the intermediate lines, these right here that show. And you can increase or decrease that density so that you have more lines showing. So what does this thing do for you? Well, if you go to your brush stroke, you go to a brush, and in this case I'm using just an altered 2B pencil brush of mine. You'll notice that these that you can start lines here, and they snap to the guidelines. And so you could easily create, now this is 1 point perspective, you can easily create buildings going off into the distance. This one is going to be really enjoyed by a lot of folks. Now, this is 1 point perspective, as I said before. So let's delete that layer. We'll add a new layer, and we'll come up here to the presets, and we'll check 2 point. Now this is generally 2 point. Now let me make this a little bit smaller here. You see all of these lines go outside of the box. All of these places that have little circles and stuff, you can alter these to create the perspective that you want. Okay, so if I were working with 2 point perspective, I can do something like this. I missed the line. Isn't that amazing? I mean, this is, you could sit here and do this all day and make very detailed buildings like this. And here's your horizon line and so forth. And like I said, you can change the horizon line. Let's bring this one down in foreground. Anyway, that gives you an idea of how these work. And you can even go into 3rd point perspective. Now, I'm not telling you a lot about these. This is going to take a much more complex approach to teaching. That's a 3 point perspective, and it's really fun to work with. But this will give you the general idea of how the 1 point, 2 point, 3-point worm's eye view of Perspective works. You can create new presets. I mean, it's a very elaborate, very wonderful tool. I know you're going to love it. Okay, bye-bye.